Task 1, we're going to back up a GPO. We're inside of our PLAB DC01 device. We're looking at Server Manager. Let's go to Tools, then Group Policy Management. Let's expand the practicelabs.com forest. Domains, practicelabs.com. Select Group Policy Objects. Right mouse click. Backup all. On location, click Browse. This PC. Scroll down to Drive C. Click Make New Folder. And we'll name this one GPO. Click OK. We'll call this Practice Labs GPO. And then click Backup. All done. Our next task is to back up a GPO using PowerShell. Let's open up as administrator. So we changed the directory to the root directory. Next command we're going to do is md ps-gpo. Then to back up the GPO, we'll type in backup GPO all path C semicolon backslash PS GPO. That's the directory we just created. Okay. So our next task is to restore the GPO. Let's go back to Group Policy Management. Back to Group Policy Objects. Right mouse click. Select Manage Backups. And let's select the first one here, Default Domain Controllers Policy. And click Restore. That's done. Our next task is to restore the default domain policies. So I'm going to open up a command prompt and we'll enter the command DC GPO fix. So we get the prompt if we're sure of the changes. We'll go ahead and hit yes to continue. Why? And we get another prompt to confirm the changes. We'll hit Y again for yes. To reset the domain controllers, it's the exact same command, except we just specify that our target is the DC. Let's jump into our PLAB DM machine in order to install a child domain. Let's open up PowerShell as administrator and get started. Alright, ADDS is installed. Next, let's install our child domain. All right, our child domain is now created. Our domain member server should restart in a few moments. So let's go ahead and select other user, and the username is going to be EMEA /administrator, and we'll go ahead and enter our password and log in. And if we click on local server, it will show indeed that we are logged into the emea.practicelabs.com child domain working on our PLAB DM machine. If we go to Tools, then Adduct, our child domain is now available. Let's create a sample GPO. We're back in our DC, PLAB DC01. Let's go to Tools, Group Policy Management, expand to practicelabs.com forest, expand domains and practice labs. Let's select the engineering OU, right mouse click, create a GPO with this domain and link it here. We'll call this new GPO prohibit access to control panel, and click OK. Expanding the engineering OU, click on prohibit access to control panel, hit do not show again and click OK. Right mouse click on prohibit access to control panel and select edit. Let's go to user configuration, policies, administrative templates, control panel. Select control panel, and on the details pane, right mouse click on prohibit access to control panel and PC settings and select edit. Let's click on enabled and OK. Task 3, we're going to back up our GPOs. We're still working in our PLAB DC. Let's get out of our editor and we're back on Group Policy Management. Let's go back to Group Policy Objects, right mouse click and select Backup All. Click on Browse, browse to the C drive, click Make New Folder, and this folder we'll call it Plabs GPO. Click OK and click Backup. Okay. Our next exercise, we're going to import GPO in a child domain. So let's go ahead and select Domains, right mouse click, select Show Domains. Let's select our newly created child domain, emia.practicelabs.com. Click OK. We now have both of our domains displayed in our Group Policy Management Council, practicelabs.com and emia.practicelabs.com. Our next task is to create a migration table. Let's select Domains, right mouse click, open Migration Table Editor. And let's go ahead and enter the names for the fields. So the source name is going to be practicelabs.com. The source type is going to be free text or SID. The destination is going to be emia.practicelabs.com. Go ahead and click on File, Save As, and we'll save this one as Plabs. Back on the Migration Table Editor, let's click on Tools and Validate Table. And it's successfully validated. Perfect. Go ahead and close out of this. So our next task is to copy GPOs between domains. So let's navigate to our practicelabs.com domain, click on Group Policy Objects. Let's right mouse click on Prohibit Access to Control Panel. Select Copy. Expand emia.practicelabs.com. Expand Group Policy Objects. And Prohibit Access to Control Panel is now available in our emia.practicelabs.com subdomain. On this exercise, we're going to delegate administrative control. Let's go ahead and get out of Group Policy Management, and we're going to go back into ADUCT, Active Directory Users and Computers. Let's open up the practicelabs.com domain. Highlight the Engineering OU, right mouse click, and select Delegate Control. Next, click on Add. Let's type in our user and hit Enter or check names. The username's resolved by ADUCT. Click OK. Click Next. On task to delegate, let's put a check on manage group policy links, generate resultant set of policy planning, and generate resultant set of policy logging, and click next and finish. Our next task is delegation using group membership. For this task, we're going to navigate to the marketing OU, right mouse click on Lisa Wybridge, and select add to a group. In the search box, let's type in group policy creator owners and hit enter. It's the same like check names. And the task was completed. So Lisa Wybridge is now added to group policy creator owners group. So if we select Lisa, right mouse click, go to properties, click member of tab, we see she is indeed a member of the group policy creator owners group. Our next task is to install RSAT on our Windows 8 box. So let's jump into that box right now. Open Internet Explorer. Click on Tools. Scroll down to Windows 8. And we're looking for 643x64. Click on Open. Yes, we want to install. Accept. And we'll click close. Now we're gonna sign out as the administrator. Click on other user. We'll log in as Jan Regis. We'll go ahead and open up File Explorer and enter the following command, gpmc.msc. Let's go ahead and expand practicelabs.com domain. Let's navigate down to the marketing OU, right mouse click, and notice that some of these selections are grayed out. This is because Jan Regis does not have these permissions in this OU. Now, if we right mouse click the engineering OU, Jan Regis does have these permissions. Let's go ahead and sign out of Jan Regis. We'll sign back in as Lisa Wybridge. We'll go ahead and agree to this stuff. Let's open up GPMC. Enter the user account control password. Let's expand practicelabs.com forest. On group policy objects, right mouse click and create new. We'll call this one desktop restrictions. Click OK. Right mouse click on desktop restrictions, and notice she does indeed have the ability to edit.